Alright. Hello! Welcome to what is technically my third ever YouTube video, but whatever. The others were like years ago, and it works. Either way, this is my proper attempt at YouTube. So, hello everyone, I would like to welcome you to the game known as VR Dungeon Night. Personally, it's a really cool game to me. Obviously, as you can see, it died. Like, completely. That's okay. That's because, the singular developer that was working on this, is now facing burnout. So, you know, can't really blame the guy for stopping on working on it. But hey, that's why I'm here. In this series, I will be explaining from what I've gathered from the game so far. Keep in mind, I haven't played too much quite yet, but I will be explaining my personal like points, like of what I've found and what I've discovered to sort of try to boost the game in a way. Oh, don't mind this, by the way. This is you have the ability to teleport no matter what movement option you choose, so you can move just normally around, like I am currently. You can teleport, so you know. You cannot jump. That is something I've noticed. You cannot jump, no matter what. Sorry, staff. I'll come back for you, I guess. Alright, so, you see these green vines? You can, in fact, climb them. Oh, what I just used there was a health potion. Sorry about that. You do sometimes accidentally use health potions, so just be careful for that. It's unavoidable, so yeah. This is the, like... I don't really know. It's where you select what type of dungeon you're going to enter. Nightmare Dungeon, as it says here, is entirely fight rooms, and then your adventure dungeons, that's your regular dungeons. That's the ones where you're like exploring, finding puzzles, etc. This here is where you enable your multiplayer, whether it be co-op, private, or open. This is where this happens. Yeah, this is, I'm pretty sure, where you join multiplayer, although obviously in my playtime I haven't seen this active ever. But hey, who knows? Maybe with this series, that'll change. Either way. This orb, as far as I know, does nothing at the current moment. This is the dungeon door. This is where you enter the dungeon you select. Yeah, believe it or not. It is, believe it or not, a decently challenging game. At least first starting out. So yeah, no, this first video is just going to be a tour of everything. This here is the Chamber of Heroes. Very nice music, by the way. I like the music design of this game. Here you have various classes, of which I will get into in a future video. Up here is the upgrade. I don't really upgrade altar, I suppose. Altars, since there are multiple. So, your upgrades, real quick. Your intelligence will give you better magic, strength, better melee, dexterity, better, like, sneaking and rogue stuff. It's as basic as that. Each one of them will remove, like, a penalty of another stat. So, for example, if you go strength, you'll have a speed penalty. Dexterity, you'll take more damage. And intelligence, you take more damage and you have a speed reduction. To be fair, those spells can be quite powerful in this. Over here is a sort of like hard mode selector, I suppose. So yeah, no, if you wanted to engage in a more difficult activity, this is where you do it. You receive 3 times as much XP, but you take double damage and have less healing to work with, so yeah, do with that as you will. If you want to challenge yourself, go for it, by all means. This game is multiplayer, as mentioned back at the portal earlier. So you can, in fact, join your friends. I don't know what the current limit for a lobby is. I think right now it's 2 because the dev hasn't had much time to work on that, which is still fine. I do believe he originally did make plans for 4 people. So hopefully, if this game gets back up, hopefully it will. Yeah. Here is the weapon chamber. Here is where you'll be spending a lot of time. Like, a lot of time. Oh, hey, my controller batteries are dying. That's fine. I'll have an... Alright, so. I won't get into every specific weapon in this video. I will in the future, though. Well, not every, because I don't have some, obviously. But I will make initial takes on the weapon system. In the future. You have your melee, you have your ranged over there, your magic over here with a bit of more ranged. Those are guns, these are bows. So yeah, that's magic. For some reason, I don't know if this can be used as a magic weapon because I haven't seen it do any magic. So far it's just a random melee weapon that's been tossed in the bunch. Oh yeah, you can throw weapons for damage. I feel like that's a mechanic I should explain. You have various different melee weapons, some two-handed to do full damage, some one-handed. Side note, you can use two-handed weapons with one hand. They just have a 40% damage penalty. These are the chests. These are where you get your various weapons and upgrades for said weapons. Here are a very important item, heal potions. You'll find you will need these a lot if you're in solo. And lanterns for light. Both of these can be thrown for damage. Weirdly enough, heal potions do quite a bit when hitting. Whereas lanterns, not so much. This here is the only weapon you will ever need both hands for entirely. But it does the best damage in the game. So, if you want pure damage, and you have a buddy, your buddy can go tank, you can go with the musket. And there you go. These are marked weapons. I personally have none yet. They're like a thing that you'll find later on. I won't go into that too much detail quite yet. But yeah, no. That is the weapons room. Oh, you can also hit the training dummies, as you saw me do back there. Oh, inventory. This tells you how it works real quick. You have 4 total slots, 3 on your belt, including 1 center here, 1 on your back, which I currently have nothing on. And then, if you get a pet, like I have here, you can have them carry an extra item for you. Or 2 if you get the Royal Wolf. There's the portal for multiplayer. This is the pet shop, where, of course, I got my pet. I just got the basic wolf, because it was cheap and it gives an extra item.
Feel free to look around.
Pets will often attack enemies. That's an NPC. He doesn't do anything quite yet. But hey, maybe in the future. Yeah, so the difference between these 2 wolves is this is a regular wolf, and this over here is a boss wolf. Basically, it does half the damage, but lets you carry 2 extra slots, basically 2 extra inventory, like I mentioned. This is the Scarab. It currently doesn't do anything but hold an item. I do believe it would be more worth it if, say, it had like 3 item slots or something, because it doesn't attack or anything, unlike the other pets. But hey, that's fine. You can also unequip your pet here if you just want to go alone without a pet, so that's always an option. The options and training areas. So the options chamber, really simple. This is where you have your various different options for the game. In this case, you can calibrate your height. You have different locomotions options for how you get around. That includes like a turning system and a walk system. Your graphics options, so if you have low frame rate, then you can turn these down. If you have high frame rate and you're okay with sacrificing a bit of it, there you go. You got performance options, turning options. That's like the... Here, where is the... there's one called snap turning. Obviously, I'm not quite paying attention enough to recognize which it is. There it is. Yeah, no, so you can do that if you want. I don't really suggest that one, although the regular turning is slower, it does give you the full view. These are general options. These are just, as it says, you can dismember heads. This will be lower gore effects and stuff if you don't. The gore isn't that bad in this game. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be for future stuff. Disabling the magic book aim, I heavily would not recommend, as the aim for those is a little janky at the moment. Audio and music options, self-explanatory. Interface options. Enemies have health bars, very useful, but not necessary. A stunned and blocking bar. I don't quite know what those would do yet. Online options, obviously. I suggest if you want to play multiplayer at all, you turn that on. Next is the training area. This is like your tutorial. When you first launch the game, this is where you spawn. You have agility, ranged, magic, and then weapon training. So ranged and magic are your actual ranged options. Weapon training is referring to your melee options. Nothing too exciting about the training area except for it being like where you base spawn. There are nice little details around, which are nice. Graphics of this game aren't the best, but they have some nice like effects here, as you can see. So yeah, no. It's really nice. So, that's your main area. As you can tell, we have a sort of like wizard around.
Summon spellbooks on the bridge to open a door towards the enemy dungeons.
Yeah, he's your tutorial dude. He'll like tell you the basics of what's what. This is a locked door. This is probably gonna lead to something in the future, but as you can see, currently does nothing. Over here, you'll probably notice this neat little green glowing hatch. That will be a future video, but trust me, those spider webs are not an exaggeration. In fact, they're an understatement. And this here is the big bad door. Basically, this is where all the story, this is where it all leads up to. You eventually get upgraded gear, and you're like, I can take that on, and then you go. Trust me, you don't want to do that in early levels. But yeah, those are the basics of the game. As you can see, there's not too much at the moment, but it's got a lot of potential, I can tell you. Yeah, no, you can't get in there yet, as far as I know, or there. There'll probably be more areas added to this in the future, but for now, for what it is, I personally think it's really nice. I really like that effect, like raining down. It's really nice to me. Yeah, no. So, that is the basics of VR Dungeon Night. Hope you enjoyed me explaining this video. Next video should be probably doing a run of a dungeon to show how it works. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.